Okay, good people, we're on Governor's Island and I'm ready to take the ferry back to Manhattan very shortly. It's been a wonderful visit over here this afternoon. Thank goodness they're keeping the island open during October, because it used to close at the end of September. You can get some glimpses of Lower Manhattan across the East River, where the East River joins Hudson River to create Upper New York Harbor. So rather than ferries every half hour, they're running them just continually. It's like a conveyor belt ferry system today. Looking over that way is Jersey City, the Goldman Sachs Tower in the middle of the view. This view you can see One World Trade Center in Alright, they're going to let cars on this ferry and then they'll let the passengers on. These are trucks that's setting up an entertainment center at the south end of the island for some kind of a musical show that's going to take place here shortly. I'm taking a lot of vehicles on board. Let's see if they got this last truck on here, or maybe there's more. Oh yeah, look at all of this. Okay.
Down this way. Sorry, boys and girls.
Quite all right. No problem. Okay. Walking through the Governor's Island ferry. I think I'll go up to the top. You coming up or down? You got it? Okay.
Guys, are we going up or now?
She wants to stay down now.
Okay.
Okay, George. Sorry.
George, why don't you and Mom go upstairs?
Okay, we'll get up there yet. That was very interesting. Okay, folks, good view of Upper New York Harbor, where the river meets the Hudson River at the Battery, southern tip of Manhattan, straight ahead. This is looking northwest toward Jersey City. This is a view of Brooklyn Heights. This is looking up the East River. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge and the Manhattan Bridge in the background. And we're on our way back to Manhattan. 12:45. So they're just running what they call bump and run. They unload and reload as fast as possible and keep ferrying across the river here. So it's like a conveyor belt ferry service today. And here comes the little New York Waterway ferry, the white one that just carries passengers, doesn't carry any vehicles. There's a yellow one, is New York Water Taxi. It's going to head up the East River. I'll show you down below on the deck here. So, I'm glad I made the trip to Governor's Island today, because I was able to go inside Liggett Hall. It's open today, the main administration building on Governor's Island for when the U.S. Army was here, and the Coast Guard. Back in my day in the Army, this was 1st U.S. Army headquarters. And as I told the tour guides over there, I spent one night in Liggett Hall on 59 years ago, October 27th, 1958. And that's the first time I've been back in the building since then. Thank you. Thanks for the like. All right, we're heading north across the East River, back toward the ferry slip here for Governor's Island. The ferry slip on the left is the Staten Island ferry, and the one on the right is the Governor's Island ferry slip. Beautiful view of the financial district of Lower Manhattan at the Battery. We look up the East River, we can see the Brooklyn Bridge. Behind that, the Manhattan Bridge, and underneath the both spans, we can see the span of the Williamsburg Bridge. And this one looks to be the ferry that they run to the Rockaways now. Oh no, unless it's a cruise boat. Circle Cruise. It says Spirit Cruises on it. But I know they're running special ferries now out to the Rockaways. Okay, it's about a 10-minute crossing from Governor's Island back to Manhattan. Alright, now for the rest of the afternoon, I will walk over to Whitehall Street and catch the R train back to Midtown to Herald Square, 34th Street. That takes about a 20-minute trip. I'm going to do a little shopping at B&H Photo on 9th Avenue and 34th Street, and then head back out to Eastern Long Island. So it was a pretty productive day here in New York. Alright, we're getting multipathing now because I'm seeing we're getting a bad connection here. What happens is the Verizon signal, I guess the links bounce off all the facades of the buildings and everything. Let's watch our captain bring us in to the slip. Don't hit it, Captain. He's got to fight the tide, the wind, the current, and the load he has on the ferry today. And we have people waiting to board this ferry to go back over to Governor's Island. I'm sure they'll unload the vehicles first before they allow the passengers off. Okay, good people, I'm going to end the broadcast now, and we're going to step off the ferry here in a little bit. Well, let's just watch the trucks leaving. can't go anywhere yet anyway. They're not letting passengers off yet until all the vehicles clear. Here's the 18-wheeler that they had on board. Look at this. Wow, that's quite a load. It's a good thing we didn't sink. Okay, good folks, I'm going to shut down now to depart the ferry. Take care now.